Hey y'all, so when we were in class on Wednesday, I said that on Thursday we were going to be wedging, totally forgetting the fact that I actually have to participate in learning walks and won't be in the classroom on Thursday to do the wedging. And I've learned the hard way that clay doesn't come out when I'm not here. Sorry y'all, blame previous classes. So instead, you're going to watch this video about me wedging and answer questions. I know you're so excited, but it will actually give you some time at the end of the block to also finish cleaning up your paint containers, work on your artist presentation, all that kind of stuff. So in a way, it actually benefits you in some ways. Okay, so here we go, wedging. So like I showed you briefly before, first step, start with a piece of clay that fits into your hand comfortably. As you get more advanced in wedging, you can do larger and larger pieces of clay. But when you start, you want to start with a little bit smaller. And actually when we start, we're going to start with just enough to make our pinch pot, which is kind of the size of a softball-ish, or maybe even a little bit less. Let's go smaller. So we'll go maybe baseball-ish. Okay, so I've got my clay. I'm gonna kind of gently toss it down to just kind of make it into a solid lump of clay in case it was separate pieces that were messed up. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start to actually wedge. There are two ways to wedge. There's straight wedging and there's spiral wedging. All right, so hands are positioned on either side of the clay. I'm gonna push forward gently. I'm gonna bring it back just a little bit. Push forward gently, bring it back just a little bit. If I push too far and then push it back, I actually create a fold in the clay, which is actually gonna create more air bubbles, which is, remember we talked about, we were trying to get rid of air bubbles. So the key here is press gently and then pull back a little bit. Press gently, pull back a little bit. And I can do this little by little, and I'm pushing inward with my hands to keep this nice and tight, and I get a little kind of snail, right? That's just forward wedging. I can also do spiral wedging. So once I've done this a little bit, what I'm gonna do with spiral wedging is one hand is going in this direction, the other hand's going. So you can go counterclockwise, you can go clockwise, whichever feels more comfortable for you. I tend to go clockwise. So push and pull at the same time. Push and pull at the same time. So I'm pushing and pulling at the same time. Then just like I did before, I'm gonna rock back just a little bit to bring it up on that little snail toe. Push and pull at the same time, rock back, push and pull at the same time, rock back. And I keep doing that motion, and you'll see when I repeat that motion with that pushing and pulling, I'm using a spinning motion with my hands and pulling back in between movements, I start to get kind of that conch shell thing going on here. That's spiral. So this is why this is called spiral wedging. I'm gonna repeat this process for a good few minutes because what I wanna do is I wanna pull all that clay out and around so that I'm getting rid of air bubbles. So remember, we don't want air bubbles because air expands faster than clay. I put it in the kiln, and if that air is trapped, it's gonna expand quicker than the clay or the ceramic, and it's gonna blow up. We do not want that. No explosions in the kiln, please. So I wanna make sure my clay is thoroughly wedged. No air bubbles allowed, right? This is what it's gonna look like when it's properly wedged. If you have something that looks like this, you're not wedging, you're creating air bubbles because I'm pushing too much and I'm flattening it out and I'm just creating air bubbles. That's no good. It's all about the gentle rock forward, pulling back, whether I'm using side pressure to do just a straight wedge, like so, or if I'm doing a spiral, like so. Either way, it's a little bit forward and a little bit back, a little bit forward, a little bit back. Small motions to get the best impact.